Besides the ability to enhance skin, Luminar provides a wide range of portrait enhancement tools that can go after all the different areas in a face. Let me show you some of those changes. First up, I'm going to continue working with the image we previously had open. You'll find it in folder 4.7. What I'm going to do here now is access the portrait tool in Face. Using the Face Light slider, I could gently add to the face, as well as bring out some of the eyes here. Watch the eye enhancer. It's going to sharpen the eyes, as well as the ability to thicken the eyebrows. So that just helped bring the eyes out nicely. I can also use iris flare, and it puts a little highlight on the bottom of the eyes, which works quite nice. So if we look at that, you'll see how we just made the eyes stand out nicely, as well as frame them with a good, proper eyebrow. Now, let's go to another image that has no adjustments applied. In this case, what we're going to do is some further facial enhancements. We'll go back here for him and do the skin enhancement first. So you saw Skin AI earlier. What I'll do is take out the shine and look at how it really reduces that hot spot, and we can finesse the overall skin smoothing. What I like there is it did not destroy those fine hairs in his mustache. Now let's switch over to Face AI. This allows us to make nice changes. What we can do here is go in and add that face light, gently filling things in. We can also enhance the eyes to really bring them out. And look at how it did a nice job of finding that. We can also brighten the whites of the eyes and take out the dark circles. And you can see there how it fills it in. Thicken the eyebrows a little bit. His are pretty thin, but it's still helping nicely. And I'm going to put a little flare on the bottom of his eye. I can also choose to replace the eye with a new iris. You could choose to match the current eye color by picking and then adjust the visibility. If we toggle that on and off, you'll see that by picking a similar colored iris, you can really enhance the eye. This also opens up the option to experiment with eye color change, but generally speaking, I recommend matching the current eye and then using the iris visibility to mix the original colors and the new colors together, and then a little iris flare. That does a really nice job of bringing those eyes out and making them stand out in a good way. You'll also find the ability to adjust the redness and darkening of the lips, and if there's a smile, to whiten the teeth. So as you see there, we are able to do quite a bit of improvements very quickly. I'm going to tone down the eye enhancement. It was a little strong, but you can just see there what a fast and easy way that was to preserve a natural portrait and bring it to life. Now, I want to show you one more change, and that's Body AI. This is designed for contouring the human figure. It works on single portraits. Let's go back to folder 4.7 and that image we were working with. In this case, with Body AI, you have the flexibility to adjust things. So maybe you were at a bad angle, or maybe your lens was affecting things. What I can do here is go either direction, pulling in if needed, or in this case, I'm going to go a little bit negative just to expand those shoulders and make it a touch more powerful. Notice how it fills out the chest like she took a deep breath, and it just pushes the shoulders back. You also can tighten up the abdomen if needed, although it doesn't look like it's needed in this case. So here I made a subtle adjustment of expanding the shoulders a little bit to fill that in. And you see what a natural job it did. While we're at it, let's use Composition AI as you learned about before. Improve the crop a little bit and straighten that horizon a little bit. It does have an angle by style. You can, of course, freely crop and rotate as needed. But in this case, there is a bit of an angle to the photo on purpose. So if you want to, you can square it up, but you'll see how that's not quite right. So I'm going to actually preserve that angle, but get a little bit more level to it. There we go. And if we look at the before and after, you see the subtle improvements that just make for a better portrait.